up, everybody? I'm Aaron Goodwin.
Rico Lee.
Marcus Schaffer-Rudin.
Charlie Wilson.
Matt Schaffer-Rudin.
And I'm Antonio Lepore. Hi.
This is Space Detective.
Welcome to the watch party.
Welcome to the watch party. We've been working on this for like, what, 14 years?
Oh, God.
Oh, wait, what's the details on that, Tony?
Well, okay, so Matt and I came up with this, golly, in 2004.
God, so long.
Yeah, I don't know how you guys got so much older and I got so much younger, but we started in 2004, wrote the script pretty quickly, and then we hit shooting, like, I think in the summer of that year. We started because it's like we couldn't get any money for it or anything like that.
It was pretty much just, we came up with an idea, did it, and then you kept testing stuff, and it kept, like this right here, this moment right here, like, I was like, what, halfway through it, we were filming it, we had to figure out how to do it with live action. It was crazy, it was nuts. And that's Rico the alien, you see that right here? Yeah, it was pretty, I don't know, say something.
So, we started in that summer of 2004, and we shot for about 5 or 6 years whenever we could find some money or find time to do it, and took forever to do it. Then we spent another 5 or 6 years editing and doing special effects and animation and the music and all that other stuff. And then it was about 2 or 3 years of being on the road with it at film festivals all over the world. Like we played London, London, Berlin, Toronto, Mammoth Lakes, and we started in Miami Sci-Fi, so long journey.
And we won a lot of awards for it.
Yeah, we won some awards.
It was all shot in a garage too.
Yeah, this all was shot in a garage with a green screen, with Home Depot lights, and a Panasonic camera that I own. And we literally I did this like show where we put together short skits. It was like 5 episodes, half-hour long, and all the props that we had after it, I just donated it to them, and Matt turned them into this world of Space Detective, which I was like, what? And he's like, trust me. Like, I would say, honestly, through the first part of this, I was like, you guys are crazy. Like,
Well, yeah, most people were.
but I didn't see your vision until
All of our
like
actors
halfway
were,
through
too.
it. And we got to watch it all just with green screen cuts for like, what, 2 years? And then it kind of like led into everything else. But yeah, so it's been a long journey, but I'm glad you guys can finally see what's going on here. And what we're going to do is just kind of talk throughout the whole movie, explain some stuff and how it happened, and like just the color right here. Like all this color. Oh, by the way, how many times have I said this looks like Tron?
Yeah, constantly.
And like this whole thing was made from a green screen.
Hey, look, there's Matt.
He's inquisitive here.
That's Shiro.
That's Shiro. That's Matt. Matt plays
He's
Shiro.
thinking.
That's Jinx.
Yeah.
What Jinx couldn't make it. But a lot of the actresses and actors won't be here. It's just pretty much the people, us who have made it.
That is a brilliant actor named Angela Risk. She's out in Los Angeles. If you're a casting director, you should hire her because she's amazing. She's not Russian. That accent's brilliant. She came up with it all on her own. We're really lucky to run into her. What do we run into her, like at a bar or something?
Yeah, I ran into a bar and found out she was an actress. I was like, hey, why don't you try for this?
And how many people did we, when we worked at the restaurant, we just grabbed them afterwards and had them come over to the garage?
Oh yeah, the restaurant that we worked at. There's a lot of people from that restaurant.
Like
that
show
are in
them a
this.
mask here real quick. Sorry, just show them one thing, like something here, like that, like yeah.
Well, these are all your masks. That I had
Right.
to repaint.
So Matt just took a mask, painted it white,
What was this one?
and then added all this stuff, and then Tony space detected him in.
Yeah. So what it is like we would paint, say, Matt up in like this kabuki style, Kiss style, black and white makeup, kind of like old silent movies. And then we would shoot in front of a green screen, and then we would process it like in After Effects, adjusting contrast levels, adding some filters and stuff. And then we would get this kind of like phony cartoon live action hybrid thing you couldn't tell if it was real or not. And yeah, we thought that was pretty cool. We went with the black and white thing because it's like we could never afford real special effects. So we said, well, let's make it look like a cartoon. Let's cheat.
Yeah, and with that black and white look, it's like with all the props, you could paint it no matter what. As long as it was in black and white, it looked like what it was supposed to look like.
Yeah.
Although this thing
Well,
here,
there's the space station. Here,
Yeah.
let's show you what we're talking about. I know, I just walked. Like,
I just glued some of this stuff together.
Yeah. That's the space station. That's the city you're watching right here. Is just built out of cardboard. Go ahead, man.
Most
Tell
of
them
it's
about that.
cardboard, but this is like a salad bowl right here that I painted. These are like sticks, wooden sticks. There's some.
You should bring it over here
bowls.
so the camera can see. There you go.
And there's some Tupperware bowls here.
Yeah, he literally went and just bought stuff and painted it.
It's just trash. It's just a bunch of trash put
That big
together.
ball bar right there.
But as you can see, it turns into this magical city, which is, I'm walking through the screen because it's right in front of me here.
And then we got like the animation stuff. This is all. Like we could have done a little more fancy with 3D animation. We have some 3D animation throughout some of the spaces and stuff, but we wanted to make it look more homemade, more homegrown almost, really like a cartoon. So a lot of this stuff is drawn. It's Photoshop. We would take pictures of random household items and like Photoshop them and stuff and turn them into different things. Old Hot Wheels, we would repurpose the wheels, paint them differently, make them into flying police cars.
Yeah, a lot of those buildings you see in the background, a lot of them are like trash. Some of them are like water bottles. I mean, it was just anything.
Let's talk about how
Anything that looked like a building.
Oh man, like what?
That's Matt right there, by the way, who just flew down
Oh,
in a
yeah.
jetpack
That's
going into the strip club.
So we basically.
Oh, hey, wait, there's Zach.
There's Zach right here. Is that Zach?
There's
right
Zach.
there.
Zach
Zach
plays the
Vegas,
space pimp. He's the space pimp.
Plays the space.
But yeah, so we basically had no money. We worked for just enough to pay the bills 14 years ago, and literally came up with all this stuff out of nothing.
Yeah.
Completely nothing.
Oh, yeah.
And just the editing, you and Charlie did.
So it was me. We did a lot of the effects was me. Of course, I did a lot of it, but Charlie helped out, was here constantly. And then Amal Dunbar, who's not here, who lives in Buffalo now, he did a lot of the 3D stuff, like the spaceship he just flew by. A lot of like these ships right here.
Yeah.
That's Amal. Matt made that station. Charlie and I did the compositing. Charlie did like a lot of the lasers and explosions and stuff too.
A lot of the glow effects.
Was that pretty tedious?
Quite a bit, because there was a lot of effects every shot to some sort or another.
So how many shots? Let's just say one shot. Like was it like 32 different things on it, or how was it a ton, or was it just a little bit? I wasn't there for most of your guys' process of that.
We were on it for 5 years, and Charlie was there pretty much. For at least 4 of them would come over every Sunday.
I just remember getting calls going, Aaron, you need to
nights a
figure
week.
out how to get a computer. Okay. And then Aaron, and then I remember taking a loan out just to get some of this stuff. Like, it's crazy. And this robot, it's about to show up right here. This guy was so difficult. This was the hardest guy to shoot half the time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You'll see throughout it there are moments. But yeah.
Yeah.
That's a puppet.
That's a puppet. It's all puppets. All
Yeah,
the green
Well,
stuff.
it's originally supposed to be a marionette, but he was too heavy. So we just put him up
it
on
was
the
like
stage.
life size.
The
Yeah.
BB420 was built by Charlie, designed by us, built by Charlie, and voiced by Martin Wilson, Charlie's dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, $20 budget for it.
Yeah.
There was no budget. Like literally, we were grabbing like styrofoam cups just to get stuff. Like,
Well, in all fairness, I said buy a light little tin can, and you came up with a giant.
yeah, you did. That was your fault, Charlie. You showed up with this amazing thing, but we were like,
But
He looks
he's-
good, though.
He looks great. And he's
Supposed to be light
hilarious.
as a drone.
yeah, it's supposed to be the lightest drone.
Yeah.
Well, there was no drone back then.
Oh, that's true. There wasn't.
I think we had pagers. No, I'm just kidding. It wasn't that bad, but
No.
no, yeah.
You know, in defense though, I mean, with all the props and all the stuff, a lot of the stuff is trash. But Matt and I both are like avid fans of Goodwill. Like
yeah. Sabers.
we
Goodwill.
love
Oh,
going to
man.
Goodwill,
yeah.
like looking
Oh.
for every single weird, wacky thing that no one wants anymore. I want it. I want it.
Well, and not only that, but you got to remember, we started this off on like Dinosaur Adobe. So the time Adobe Premiere to what it is now, like we didn't have that. So we were trying to figure out green screen when you just first got these like amazing green screen editing tools to be able to do it.
Yeah, it was all pretty, like,
it's amazing.
Like, so Matt and I met in school, but like we were screenwriters pretty much and actors, and that was about it. Like, you know, we had done all like high school and college and stuff. So we didn't really know how to do all that stuff, you know, when we went out to make this, you know, I'm directing it, and he's producing, and he's building a lot of the stuff, and we wrote it together. We were learning a lot on the fly. Like, we're okay writers, and we're pretty good actors, I think. But we learned how to make stuff, and how to really edit, and really how to film making this movie.
Yeah.
All right, okay, wait. So here's Jake's.
It's rolling, right? That
Yeah.
camera? Because I don't want to be sitting here talking if that thing ain't rolling live.
Yeah.
Right? We're good? Okay. Because I'm like, damn it.
So we're talking. So right now, Jinx and Shiro are chit-chatting here. She lit up a cigarette. That's not very good. So no. Here's Shiro's famous superpower. His nanovision. Yeah. That was a nightmare to do. Charlie, you helped me doing that.
You're welcome.
Yeah. And then here is this nanovision's like, like Predator or RoboCop or Terminator, back those cool 80 characters would have the computer vision. And it even talks about like how Smokey was bad for you and all that stuff. The origins of Matt's powers and his nanites and stuff, we hint at throughout the movie. And if you guys buy a lot of these movies at spacedetectivemovie.com and iTunes,
Which one?
Google
You
Play
can
and
get it, yeah.
Amazon.
Sorry, I interrupted.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
If you buy a lot of those, we might do a TV show after this, and we can find out more about Shiro's fantastic powers.
That was no shameless plug.
No shameless plug. But my favorite stuff is usually working with the actors, and a lot of the stuff with Shiro and Jinx was the most fun I had making the movie, I think. Shooting that stuff, because like you guys are both really good at it, and you guys, knew your lines.
She's really
Well,
good.
Yeah.
can I say something about
She
that?
classes up the movie.
You guys, you remember, this is when like you only saw on a documentary of some superhero movie about a green screen stuff. Like you didn't really know
Yeah,
too much.
yeah.
So you're directing these people looking at something that's not even there. So you were actually
Yeah, I mean,
doing
that was in a garage. It was me and her.
It's a
and a
garage
desk.
with the
It
green
was a
screen.
desk.
I like this cutscene though. This
And the
cutscene's
green
cool.
screen was made of cloth.
Those, and you know how I learned how to do all this stuff was Robert Rodriguez DVDs for like Sin City and stuff. All like those Star Wars prequel DVDs. Like that's how I learned of that. Like
Yeah.
with those behind the scenes stuff, how to do this.
So
And
pretty
I
much
had
you taught yourself.
Yeah, and I had this ILM book that was really cool that I got in college. It was like this $100, but cool and neat.
Real quick, how much of a pain was it to score this? This is Mark.
pretty
He
tricky.
scored the
It's
whole
pretty
thing.
tricky. It's the biggest project I ever had to do. That's
Yeah.
for sure. I mean, I got some background in music, but never had to do a soundtrack with
Well,
Well, I gotta say, the
Science
soundtrack, just listening to it, like I know you guys aren't hearing it all. It's like you'll watch if you watch it, you'll hear everything. But it's just it goes with everything.
Right.
Even the '70s style.
And it's not
everything.
even just the
crazy.
music. I mean, we did Rico and I, and everybody involved. But Rico, my partner, we did a lot of every single thing you hear in this movie. We had to either create or come up with from somewhere. Everything from the audio to the recording
Yeah,
the
you guys did
dialogue, to
everything.
the sound
Yeah.
effects, the foley.
Yeah, and that took
Oh
like
my
what,
God, it
2,
was
3
a lot.
years because
it was
you kept doing
thousands of little
stuff.
tracks.
Let's just
Oh.
say we thought we were done half the time, and then something new would happen. You're like, no, we got to do it right. And then it was like, what's Blu-ray? Blu-ray came out, and you're like, oh man. So now we had to convert it again. It was just a process.
And then that shot, that's not a green screen shot right there.
No.
that was actually shot at my mom's house.
Yeah, and I was like, what the hell? And I watched it, and I'm like, dude, it's cool. It's
That was
obviously-
we were at my mom's house. The Missy mom. We were at my mom's house and we shot it there. And also a lot of it's kind of live action, and we rotoscoped some stuff in there. Rotoscoping is when you like trace stuff over like the film and you like mash it together. There's Rico's favorite or Charlie's favorite shot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
all of our parents felt like that shot.
There's
That
so
was
many
just-
like cool just.
That was just a window into like to the other part of the kitchen, the living room.
And he's just looking at a green cardboard cutout from Smith's that you get for your construction paper for class. Oh man!
And there's one of our main bad guy there. That is Lars Darkane. You'll see him a little bit later, played by the great Nemo Strang. We'll talk about him more later, though.
He's cool. He's
Yeah.
like, one of my
Yeah, he
biggest
did a great
favorite
job.
lines.
He did a great
The
job.
life is mine, space deck. Like you'll see it. You'll see it.
So let's talk about the gun. We haven't talked about the gun yet. That's Abby. She's gonna be coming
Yes.
up here. He's talking
Do you
to.
have the gun, Matt?
I do have a gun.
Pull out. Keep going.
I have the hero gun
Yeah.
and the stunt gun.
Yeah. So pretty much that right there is his sidekick partner that talks to him, helps him throughout the things. You'll see.
You hear him talking to her right now.
Feeling you're going to do something that I'm
Oh yeah, that's
going to regret.
yeah.
Shut up, Abby.
Sweetheart, those little nanites running through your veins may make you Superman, but acquiring that gen
Is suicide.
Yeah. So that's her. That's the gun talking.
She's
That's
like,
the
a smart,
sidekick.
she's like a smarty pants.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
Well, it's 'cause, like it's so
That's
cool.
that's Stephanie Reynolds. Is an actor friend of ours. You'll see her. She's got a couple cameos in the picture too.
The relationship between Shiro and Abby, the gun.
That's wonderful.
Oh yeah, it's
Throughout the whole
sarcastic.
film, it's
We'll get back to that. Okay, it's the TV time.
Oh yes, this is great. By the way, there's what are they called, Easter eggs? Like
Lots of Easter eggs,
Yeah, but there's
yeah.
like hidden things throughout it that spawned like the generation of.
For example, I think that the language on the scroll there is Kryptonian. If you can translate it, there's some fun message
Yeah.
in there. Mostly making fun of Rico though.
There is a video coming up, and it's actually like one of the words is like one of the like it's just there's so many things like you'll catch it.
So like the news head is one guy's head.
Like
There's
there's
a
Indiana
space
Jones.
head,
the Beatles. That's Rico. Rico played the alien. This is him.
Rico plays all the moments.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's Charlie.
That's Charlie.
That's me doing one of the voices.
Oh, I love the scene.
But I don't want to be a pirate. Oh, look at the
It's just fun. Like there's so many things.
And I think it's mainly me and Matt doing a lot of these voiceovers.
Yeah.
I animated that by hand. Hooray, Batman.
But not I'm saying that woman. Yeah.
There's this ad. I mean, and I don't know if you guys saw this on my Twitter. I said win the
this is your
future
big shot right now.
shot a music video.
That's our
This
friend,
video
Steven,
coming out.
Stephen Manley.
Our friend Stephen Manley.
He played both those parts.
Reservoir Dogs. This is my favorite. This gave me chills when I saw it. 'Cause I was like, oh, I love this scene.
Space Reservoir
And the
Dogs.
music. The music.
Yeah,
It's
it was
just.
really fun. We, did a spoof of Reservoir Dogs, so
We actually had to make
couldn't figure out how to do the melody.
the
so-
melody was really,
so-
really difficult.
I think it was Tony who had the idea to use a dog, so we just
Yeah.
a dog sample.
You're gonna notice, that's Jason Dahmer with my grade school friend. You guys are gonna notice a lot of dog references. We're kind of obsessed. Yeah, your other brother Chris.
There's Rico again.
Yeah.
There's Rico.
Wait, hang on. We're using stuff from Night of the Living Dead, so we're
Yeah.
free. And here we go.
There it is. This is like the little video. At first I was like, what are we doing? And then then when I saw the final product, I was like, you know what, guys, I get it now. There's a lot of times I was like, you guys, this ain't going, what the no, you know, and then it was just like, then I got it. Because you guys visioned it. I didn't see it in my head.
I like musical numbers. I think musical theater in high school was a lot of fun, you know? And I think like old-timey movies all have cool musical numbers. You know, maybe we go back to old school, or even like, gosh, like Temple of Doom has that great opening number. It's a musical number there for no reason.
Yeah.
So I thought let's throw it in there. And I love 90s rap. So.
Right.
Your guys' music, dude. You guys did such a great job with this song because it's like we were really looking for that, like
That was a lot
that
of
West
fun.
Coast sound, which you really helped a lot with that.
Yeah.
Wait, let's take a listen. Yeah, I get it.
Hey,
It's just like making up words, but the best part is, where's we go? Around the gym tour. It's just the beat is actually catchy.
this is actually the director's cut of it, because the cut that you purchased already, I know you have, because why are you watching this with all the spoilers if you haven't bought this thing already? It actually has a shorter version of the rap video in it. This is the festival cut.
Yeah.
That you have, so you're getting
Oh,
a
the
treat.
puppet.
You're getting a treat with a longer video.
Yeah, the puppet.
why
Okay, let's talk about the puppetry that you have been doing throughout the whole. I mean, this is a frog that literally.
That was really hard.
It was like it was a stuffed
It
animal.
was a frog. It was a frog that I turned into a puppet.
Yeah, and you even had a bag for his mouth, so it.
Yeah, I had a bag right here that actually inflates.
Yeah.
And the wings were made out of cardboard. And it's like an actual like baby like Hawaiian shirt.
And he put it together, and then he was sitting behind like a chair doing it.
And I
was
had my
pretty
arm up
I
for
would
like
wear
3
that.
hours while we're shooting. I have mad respect for those people.
Yeah, and then this is the part. Okay, another part. Being a witness. So I filmed everything. I always had the camera. I filmed it. I shot behind the scenes. Like I was there. I tried to butt in once in a while, and you go, Aaron, shut up. And I'm like, okay.
Well,
and it's true. You
I
guys had-
storyboarded everything.
Yeah,
Every shot I storyboarded.
He had it in his brain, and this is what came out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so for me to even sit there and be like, what do you guys? How many times was like, what? This is what?
Well,
and then it came out to this. That's what it's great.
You know, I'm a big believer in pre-production. Like, all the guys I studied growing up, like my favorite guys were like Hitchcock and like Martin Scorsese and well even George Lucas. They make these movies. Every shot's already storyboarded.
Yeah.
So when you get to the set, you know exactly what you want. Here, this is what I want. This is what we're gonna get. And then once you got it, you've got enough time to experiment and try improv. And
Right, and which
goof
you
off a
did
little
great
bit.
with Matt, and Matt took that and created these puppets and all this stuff.
Matt's the best actor I've ever worked with, and I've and like I work with even like in you're welcome. But like even in from high school and college and stuff, all the plays I did, Matt's still the best actor. Like look, he's having he's playing again. He's playing the puppet, and he's playing Shiro.
Yeah. So like that's what I'm saying. Your guys' mind together working on this actually like you made it actually work out.
And
Most people can't do that.
we wrote the
They
movie.
can, but-
We wrote the movie, but he wrote that crazy dialogue with all the pop culture
Yeah,
references.
about 80% of that is pop culture references.
Yeah.
Which is pretty tricky trying to match that up to
Oh, yeah.
that frog
Oh,
stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know,
Here's Tony.
Oh, I thought it was some British guy we hired. Yeah, that's me, playing Mr. Black. I love playing bad guys.
He's the main bad guy in this.
Yes. Shh, spoiler alert.
wait,
You should have already watched it. Like you
already
said.
watched it.
So I already watched. My favorite shot in the movie right here is this transition.
Yeah, it's a good
I'm like, I'm a big boy movie director now when I made this.
I'm a big boy.
Look at it.
Kid now.
Boy now.
And now we're at the night.
That's Stephanie Reynolds right there. That's the voice of Abby.
That's the voice of Abby. Oh,
Abby.
God, look how pretty she is in the shot, too.
She has real two
Let
really
me
good
ask you guys a
close-ups.
question here. I was there, so I know. But like, how long did this club scene, with everything put into it, all this stuff, wasn't it like 2 or 3 years? You guys went through like hell, and then you kept revamping it.
Well, when we actually shot it, in the garage, we planned a house party with all the people from our restaurant.
That's right.
Yeah.
And then when they came out of having a party, a couple of them would come in the garage, do something. We never even went to the
It
party.
was like early on in the party, nobody really wanted to do anything. About 2 or 3 hours later, just everybody's just drunk.
Yeah,
It's
sorry,
just
like,
like,
a little while.
In all fairness, I was in the garage the entire time, so I missed the party.
Yeah.
I just
Best part
kept shoving him in there.
I was right in the hallway facing the garage, so the airflow came through. I was comfortable. And you
Yeah, I was melting in the garage.
Summer in Vegas is no fun, and trust us, with the heats and the lights, oh man.
Yeah, and we were in the garage in the desert in Vegas, 115 degrees.
Yeah.
In outfits.
You were all
costumes.
latexed up with paint and like.
Yeah,
it was
because
just-
Izzo's costume is incredibly hot.
Yeah.
It's really hot, and it's already hot outside. So in the mask, it's like 120 degrees. It's incredibly.
He did a
hot.
great job with this, so we can't even get to see him. So this scene took about 2 or 3 years to make.
Which there's all kinds of little hidden characters in it. You'll see Boba Fett in one. You'll see like, there's so many. There's Darth Maul. Like, it's great.
Some of these shots have like 100 layers of characters and
a while to get
CG
through that.
stuff. All these CG characters is a Maul. Dunbar made them. He found a bunch of rotoscope files online, would crap stuff together. Really neat stuff.
Some of these masks, like this is just a welder's helmet.
Oh no, right there, that guy right there. Yeah, the Rom mask. Hello, I am Disco Rom.
And that's what they'd film it on. Just this mask.
Yeah, I
black
love
and
this
white.
thing.
Your Mark's robot.
Yeah,
Mark's
and they
robot.
would turn it into space. What we call it.
That's yeah, bring back that guy. Bring back that mask.
He's dancing.
So this is his nanovision, right? Nanovision. And he's like, he can read things, like he's all knowing.
If you pause your copy of the movie on those Nanovision, you can read all the fun crimes these criminals have created. Yeah. I love this Mark mask. Mark does the robot doing the robot in this thing. This is a famous Karina Dawn celebrity Mark 1. Sorry, I just love this guy.
So this is the weirdest part. You would always be like, we're filming the club scene all the time. Like, dude, when are we ever gonna be done with the scene? But after seeing it, I understand.
Yeah.
Like,
It's a
this
big
literally
scene.
was like, what we filmed for what, 6 years.
Yeah.
And that was just one week, a month, one night, because we had normal jobs, we had to go and do stuff, we had to organize people.
And yeah, just
Hey,
coordinating.
Lynn!
Yes.
Lynn is Go-Go Bot.
But yeah, we would
She did a great
literally
job.
go in there and like shoot once a week or once every
She's not
2
even an
weeks.
actress.
Even
Yeah.
when I started working and hunting, I realized that I was flying back to Vegas for a quick shoot. sleep
Yeah, it's
on your
amazing
floor
how
in
like
the middle of the night.
It's amazing. It's amazing how like we started this thing and we were all nobody. Like you guys were waiters. I think I was working at a bookstore. I had been a writer like right out of college. I got a job like writing about like nightlife and music and stuff for
there he
the
is.
papers here. And then, but I moved into that ended and we started the movie and. But you got the TV show and you just kind of kept going with us.
Yeah, like
and we were like every time you come like, wow, you still on TV and you're still doing it.
Oh yeah, I was still working for UFC too.
Yeah. Oh, UFC.
I had 4 jobs at the time when it all started.
All right. Let us bask in the magnificence of Rico Lee Jr. playing Zizzo here.
Yeah, totally. No doubt.
There's a Tron bike!
Drop your pocket. Huh? You dropped your pocket.
Thanks. Where? It's hard to see.
Hey,
Lights are
Hey,
In the words.
the same worms are racking Uzak worms and he's eating.
Oh man.
There he is. Nemo
And he had those
strangles
like,
that.
weird teeth. Remember that?
Oh yeah. It was so hard to talk. Remember,
Yeah.
you couldn't talk.
Well, Roxy, I'm so such a crush on her.
That's Laura. That's Mark.
Not Mark's wife.
Were you guys married then?
No.
They just started dating.
I think you were just started dating.
That's how you
got a little crazy.
Like these crazy guys.
We shot this in your old apartment.
Yeah, we shot this in
yeah.
your old apartment, then my old apartment, and then your house. We finished off on, but then we also did exterior scenes, and I think one other time at my house, like some spot. Or, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's so
I remember,
much.
yeah, shooting in your apartment. I remember that. Most of this scene right here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. It was all in my apartment. That's right.
So his Stanislaus Darkanian, and of course,
Steve Carula.
Steve Carula as THU6.
He's my homie in Villain Land.
He's right here.
Yeah. So we're always together. Zizzo and THU6 is always together. So
Yeah.
Steve's a great actor, man. He's a great comedian. You should look up his short online. It's called Stedman Whistling, although it's hilarious. He's a great dude, and like
I shot that.
he had like 3 lines in the movie, and by the end of it, he had like 50 because he was just so funny.
Oh, I love this part. I love this whole action scene when all the characters and all the goons are shooting at him. He's going by.
Yeah, this is
Like when you
look
were
how
just,
high I gotta hold up the
like
card.
literally, hey, I'm just gonna do it. Matt's running like this, but then you'll see in this shot, he's like running through the crowd. I just remember watching all that and going like, what?
Yeah, that was
Like,
funny.
shouldn't we get a tread out?
But like,
It's kind of hard to do. It's actually kind of hard to run in places.
it is hard.
but you know what?
Running,
It's,
it doesn't look stupid.
it's
you know?
not Star Wars. You know, it's not.
Right.
It's not meant to be this perfect special effect. The special effects aren't meant to be good.
Well, it's like
they're meant to be fun.
Well, this is the thing.
Yeah.
This is what I find so awesome about this.
And trippy.
It's like it goes 8-bit to new technology with After Effects. You know, it's just this mixture world. We call it the space detective world.
Yeah.
You'll see like this.
I love that shot of Stu Girls. Oh my God,
You
it's
see
so
like
beautiful.
toys.
There he is.
Live action. Yeah, there it is.
See, there's running. It's not really running. It's
Yeah, there goes the goon.
Oh, this is the whole shot.
Yeah. And like it's just
It's like one of the most exciting parts in the whole movie, I think. 'cause-
and the goon running probably
Yeah.
was like
Well,
what,
CG
over a
Shiro.
year worth of different shots. Like oh, we had
That's
them
you.
all.
That's you guys.
and they're funny. The goons are funny too. Everybody
These 2
walks, they
girls.
run.
So, like I was saying, I worked writing about nightclubs and stuff for a while, and a lot of this scene was inspired by those years that I worked. You know, like I wrote for the Vegas Weekly and stuff, and I went to all these clubs, and I got really. Me and Matt, we used to hang out a lot. It was a lot of fun. We met a bunch of DJs and stuff, and we wanted to do.
Even Tracy.
Yeah,
You met
this is where we
Tracy.
met Tracy Lee. She's a photographer out here in town, model, and she's really cool. She agreed to come over and do this half naked.
This part,
yeah.
so when it does. So I love how it goes into like Japanimation and
Yeah.
everything. Like
Yeah.
you see these really cool like anime. Like there's so much.
Like if this was a video game, I would sure play it.
So would I.
You know?
There's Rico again.
There's Rico again.
As the notorious
Because I'm naturally a bouncer.
P.I.G.
I'm naturally a bouncer. And then I get shot in the back and I squeal. Like
Yeah,
I go,
And then we did all the voice
Cursing in Spanish, yeah.
it's a great
Yeah, that
fall.
was me cursing in Spanish.
This is a great fall right
Yeah,
here.
and this,
There's the Wilhelm scream.
There's them all.
so
Yeah,
again, you
no,
guys,
it's
if
gangster.
you are interested and think this looks cool, you can go to iTunes, just type in Space Detective, and you can find it. You can also find it on Amazon, and you can find it on
Google Play.
Google Play.
Or if you want to make it easy, spacedetectivemovie.com. You can get everything you want there, plus the collector's edition Blu-ray.
Yeah, we do have the Blu-ray. You can order that. You get a little bit of behind-the-scenes stuff.
Yeah, and
it's
there's a-
cool, and you get to have it at home to watch, and it's just
There's a cool character data bank where you can like scroll through, see the characters, their races and stuff, see what they're up to. It's pretty neat. Go check it out.
I like
And-
this cockiness you have here. Like, hey, what's up? Like this you're the ladies' man in Space World, dude.
Yeah, yeah. He's always trying to steal a kiss.
He's always
from
trying to
some
steal a
girl
kiss
in
from
the-
a
in the show.
robot or a cat.
Yeah.
Anyway, I love this line.
He's in the feline. Yeah, see right here. I'll call you.
The jerk.
So this is my
Sean, I stole from Star
guys,
Wars.
I'm gonna say this is one of my favorite parts when he goes out on the top, right? And this whole thing, you can actually. It's just like a toy car. They're on the roof.
Ah.
It's just so great.
It's my beautiful friend Leah Kreitz as the hologram girl. You saw her a bunch throughout the movie. She's in the rap video too.
Yeah.
I love it. He comes out. You're on a rooftop. It's cool.
So he shows over a space stick If you watch our short, Joker Does Shakespeare, find it online somewhere. There's a show's overline on that too.
And that's, if you actually do find Joker Does Shakespeare, that's what, you remember you came to me like, let's shoot this, let's see what we can do with the green screen. The window was the test to see, it was fun to see.
Wow,
if it wasn't for that short and working with that green screen,
he wouldn't have done this.
Which is really great. He plays
It's a cool short, yeah.
Does Shakespeare, but in the background it shows like, I can't remember.
Gotham City, Bat Signal.
But that's what created you guys to how to do this.
Well, you know, the funny thing is Batman is kind of our like central thing. That's always our first conversation when we met in college in one of our classes. We went outside, we were chit-chatting, hey, what do you like? I like Batman comics, and it kind of went from there. If you go throughout the movie, there's 9 million Batman references. And you just watch Charlie die for like the 5th time in the movie so far. He dies constantly. There's one scene where he's like in the shot twice.
I'm in the shot, twice, and you say, well, it's coming up. You'll see it.
Yeah, we literally...
There's the car,
If we couldn't find someone, we just, here's the car, show the car. This is the, no, I love this car.
Kind of started to break apart though.
Yeah, these seen better days.
Yeah,
but put it towards Matt, or Tony.
Look at this thing. Yeah.
That was a car, and then we just shot on green screen.
So,
behind the scenes stuff you can find online to show it. Well,
yeah, we got a documentary, a little mini doc on our website about how he made this. The idea is when George Lucas went to make Star Wars, the idea was with the spaceships on stuff like this.
Yeah.
And it obviously looked fake, but it worked for us, and it's pretty neat. I think that's like a PT Cruiser too.
Hey, and you took that and made it into space.
Some more beautiful music by Mark. Oh, there's a TARDIS. The noir music I really like that you did. It was simple.
That close up right there is this.
Yeah.
It's really tiny on the model, but we had to make a big one.
You know, one part I like about this is when the music comes in this part, it almost sounds like Private Eye-ish kind of. And then we were trying to like figure out, you know, like certain themes for everybody's character. And in that particular scene, like we played with that for like, I don't know, like probably a couple hours before we came with like 2 or 3 different chords that made it sound like detective-y, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the music is definitely like a mashup.
And we always go to this feel of music when it's like when they're doing like conversations.
And
quieter conversations.
All right, we'll get back to this now. We're about to go into the crux sequence where the movie's going to change.
Which is one of the most coolest things ever. It's these puppets. Oh, you don't even have a crux here. It's about this big, and it's got all these like movable arms, and we just basically put it on this line, and we'd like flybys and make them walk. And Matt would do all the puppeteering along with you, and then along with all you guys. But like it would just become this amazing thing. And
I love this thing.
It shows how Earth was destroyed. Right.
This was the first tracking I ever learned how to do, and it like took forever for me to learn this. Was so
I love it too. Where it's in the glasses and it zooms.
You get really hit out of the park with the music on this thing. If you buy the soundtrack on the website,
this was probably,
you can really hear the song.
The most fun. This probably was the most fun, I think, out of all the music created.
So, and this is Matt's best puppet. Right here, this thing. The crux. It's called the Crux Leviathan. Dun dun dun. And it transforms. It's a spaceship. It comes with this walking puppet. Yeah. And we use that. We use this like crazy.
That's a great shot right there.
This shot right here, look at that. It's just, it's so cool. Like, there's so many different artsy shots to this thing. I love it. Like, I mean, I was part of it. But
we spent, like,
still, it's like, whoa.
Like, in production, we spent about, $5,000 a year. So it was like over 10 years.
I think wasn't I buying all the computers and After Effects and all that?
Well, twice, right?
About
2 times.
About halfway through. Let's switch. Because me and him did. Let's just say that that night I paid for the first half of the movie, and then you took over and we did like and we wouldn't even do. We had no money. No one believed in us.
Yeah.
Then we did this thing.
Yeah, and then really,
no one understood us.
The major,
no one understood. Some people still don't understand. The only way you can understand is just have fun and watch it.
There's Stephanie
again. She's the gun. Yeah, that's the voice of the gun.
Yeah, she plays the gun.
And like this shot here, it's based on.
Rico.
It's based on.
No, Rico's in the background.
Hey, I run by right here somewhere.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah, right here. I think this is me. Yeah, they're like one day they're like, hey, we need some more running.
Right here.
There's my friend, that girl
No,
Chris.
it's right here. It's right after she runs, and then you see Aaron run by.
Oh yeah, right.
So this is, hang on, it's like
that me? No.
Michelangelo's Pieta. My mom had a
next.
statue of this in the house.
There's Charlie.
The dead
Charlie,
Charlie.
digital fires.
Again.
Yeah, and
That garage.
That's
That's where
still-
we
That's
shot
our old
it.
house. We filmed in that garage right here.
That's where it all
All right, settle down, guys. Settle
God,
down.
memories.
And Shadow
There's my
Chris.
car.
And boom.
So,
Look at him look at you. He's monstrous.
Lord, I'm trying
there's
to talk about
Vegas.
the shot.
Hey, there's
There's
Vegas
a shot.
representing our home.
Lord,
What's that?
you guys are just like, ah.
It's so exciting. It's great.
I'm trying to be arty. I'm like, oh.
Sorry, we get really excited about this. It's pretty cool.
So yeah,
Yeah.
hint, give us jobs.
But yeah, so then, okay, so that was just explaining what happened. He gets
Yeah,
his
that's Nanovision.
He pretty much can heal himself.
So all animation, between me and Charlie, doing a lot of this stuff using, After Effects, something called particle illusion, Photoshop.
And not only that, but like, Marcus, all your editing, like, with the music and coming up with this stuff. Like, maybe there's some people who tell us a little bit about the music track.
Yeah, the music was fun because we used it. There's so many different styles going on in this movie, but we use them to transition between scenes. Like, here we are back at the end of the quiet part, so we go back to that kind of noir sound with that double bass and things like that. But it was so much fun. It was so many different kinds of music.
How long did you
Rico and I
guys
did
do?
it.
What it was working on non-stop for the whole time, huh?
We took some breaks because it was hard to do music when the shot wasn't finished. A lot of
The
times
visual wasn't done yet.
we would do these and it'd just be green screen behind these characters.
Oh, that's
And it was
right.
kind of hard to get that feel.
Yeah.
And they'd just be like 20 seconds or a minute or two, so we didn't even have the whole film.
So all you have is the emotion. And they'll
Right.
say, oh, right now
Feed off the character.
she's mad or whatever, and then you're trying to create music off an emotion with no visual. That's pretty difficult.
You gotta use your imagination.
Yeah.
But like every little bit took like a month to make.
Yeah, like that shot with them with the glasses. Like, how many shots is that? Tell me, like 30 different like layers or? Like,
What, when he takes the
just all the
zooming
fire,
in?
like just that like that's a green screen. Then you put all this stuff in
Yeah.
the background. It turns into like just so much.
Oh, things are about to get sexy.
There is a relationship.
So there's this.
between these-
So right now we got this great song by Janine Talley.
Don Hartley.
And Don Hartley, yeah. And of course Marcus Chevalier helped out here as well. Janine's in a band called the Dirty Hooks. She's got a tour with Stone Temple Pilots or something. Really great band. And she was nice enough to help put together this song with Don, who was actually Mark's old bandmate. You'll hear one of their tunes later in the movie. And they gave us this beautiful song. You want to do a little more?
Oh, so like these songs, like did you ever have to just drop them and do new ones, or was it just like?
Yeah, there is tons and tons of music tracks that never made it to the film, but they made it into the Blu-ray as menu soundtracks for menus and things like that. So
That's cool.
But we like this. Mark and I argued a lot while we're making the music. Right? We just like a lot about vision. And like his first draft of the song, I'm like, I didn't like it, and we fought like this. And I'm like, no, I want pop music, something sexy. And we tried chasing down like a band I really enjoyed. And I talked to the gal from the band, and she was really sweet. But it was gonna cost like $2,000 just to use the music for a year. And Mark went out and he found us Janine, and he reached out to Dawn and really produced something awesome.
Song.
Yeah, it's a great song.
Yeah, even the lyrics, like,
yeah, it's
like
beautiful.
work with.
This shot. Oh, I love this shot. I'm so
good
proud.
shot.
It's Matt's idea of this shot.
That's a good transition.
Yeah.
A lot of good transitions in this.
Yeah.
And there goes the music again.
Yeah.
yeah, now
you
we're
hear
back
it?
to the noir again.
Yeah.
And that was my favorite piano line.
Yeah, that's the
That was your favorite piano line?
Yeah, and Rico played it. He just randomly put his hands.
Yeah,
down.
it was
That
random.
awesome. Let's use it right there.
The music in the movie is really, really important. Like, because the visuals are really kind of trippy and really kind of out there and stuff, I wanted that music to really like hook you into the picture and really set up the scenes to kind of also hide the fact that there are special effects are cheap. So like, and I think they did a really nice job to like really classes up the picture, makes it seem.
Yeah, the fun part too
yeah.
is we use that theme everywhere throughout the whole film. That that little trumpet thing that we came up with, and we turn it upside down, run it real slow, run it really fast. You'll hear it through this entire movie.
It's such a good tone.
We had been doing like just practice runs, right, the music for a while to try to get like a feeling of what maybe this world of Space Detective would actually sound like.
Yeah.
And we played all different styles of music from Jamaican to we played everything, and that's what's so genius about him and his musical ability. And then also when we work together, we sometimes come out with some really cool stuff, and a lot of times it's like, you know, we do all that, and it's like, you know, we'll end up picking one little part of one song out of 40 songs.
But then look how it
And
happened.
then, you know,
The music really is another character in the picture.
Yeah, I just remember this because I wasn't around all that. I was more around watching you edit and then filming it and like voiceover stuff.
For example, these
behind the
eyes.
scenes, but yeah, like
These eyes, like this is me and Charlie making these eyes, and it's, you know, some lens flares and stuff like that you do in After Effects. But this took almost a year of our time getting this right. And
yeah, reflection.
Did that just drive you nuts, Charlie?
The tracking his eyes was a lot of fun.
That's the hardest thing.
But look at it. It's
But
so
like,
cool.
so like, like for me, for example, making the movie was like I would work some lousy part-time job, and then I would spend the rest of my time working on this. It was like, you know, it was a lot
We
of
basically
work.
had no.
It was a job.
And I was roommates with Matt, for Rico for a little while too. All lived with us for a little while also. You know, some guys would work more money, put a little this and that. There's been more time, and it was just a nightmare. It was awesome. I would have traded for the world, but it was hard.
It was hard.
Yeah, it took a long time.
It was stressful. I never thought it'd be done, and then it just kind of
Nobody did. When we started,
we almost gave up.
Yeah. Oh,
and
yeah.
we did it though. So like, if you're out there and you want to give up, just keep going. Who cares if it takes a long time? It just happens, and then you're satisfied with something. You're done. Even if
Well, yeah. For
whatever
example,
happens out of it.
for example, I had this magnificent mane of hair that flowed like Jesus, but it's no longer there.
That's called stress.
Yeah, it's gone. But I tell you what, look how handsome I am now with no hair. So thanks, Space Detective.
Oh man. God, like this may have been the first day of filming.
It was the first day of filming.
It was the first, dude. How did I guess just remembered.
And the robot didn't work.
The ship is yours.
Yeah.
Don't mess it up.
He disappears under the floor like so fast.
Like in Voltron and stuff. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of 80s cartoons up here.
Here's this shot.
This is my favorite shot. This is my favorite shot.
This is Aaron kicking the chair.
I was underneath pushing that up to this thing. I call this the Tron shot. Like
I also love how he's got like, you know, he's got like a 70s headset on his.
We're just that Sabers and good.
It's a cartoon. We want you to like experience stuff like it's a cartoon. Yeah, those are actors, by the way. There's no rotoscoping over them. The actors are on screen. They're just painted in process to look like cartoons. I've always been obsessed with cartoons and we're trying to merge the two realities and stuff. But
well, I just love this look. Like
I like
shit,
this hologram.
flying by the moon. There's so much color. It's like it's wonderful. It's so like right here, just the transition, and it's beautiful.
It's definitely believable. It's believable and not believable at the same time.
Yeah, it's Space Detective. It's like I said, 8-bit meets After Effects goodness. You know, it's like mixture of worlds. Okay, this shot when that's coming up. Okay, there's Rico eating his hamburger.
As usual, I'm
dropping the
eating.
meat, socks and sandals.
Yep.
By the way, here is the helmet.
hey, for example, let's see, can we bring it?
Bring you any nightmares there?
Smell.
It's like falling apart.
Well, when it's wet, it's different.
Our last pause of my new liberation.
When it's wet, it's way different.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Ew, it's
Kind of
still
smells like a cross
moist.
between cottage cheese.
It's cracking like
And on the website, you can see a video of how this is and how he wore it, the makeup he put on. Definitely go to spacedetective.com or spacedetectivemovie.com and you'll see.
Hey, look, that's Aaron's dad,
That's my dad.
voiced by Matt and Marcus's
Our
dad.
dad, yeah.
It's a cool zoo.
Professor.
Two dads right there. Two dads and one character.
See, Fries' face. That's what you get. You should have been looking at it.
This shot is me, Matt, and Amal. Me, Charlie, and Amal all worked on them. Charlie, Amal, and I.
I remember my dad was just like, whoa!
So, hey, listen, that exploding backpack is a key to the
And then I
plot.
say, damn.
Damn. And this is the battle. This is like, you can also see it on spacedetectivemovie.com where how we filmed this. It's all there, but this is a great moment. This is the battle scene. My favorite
There's like-
shots.
Steve really picked him up right there.
Most of this was shot in the garage too. There's like maybe a dozen shots that are actually outside.
Yeah, and At the website, we've got one of the little documentaries is about how we went out to a little desert in Laughlin to shoot some of the exteriors for the fight coming up.
You know, Rico, you should have known you can't shoot Shiro's gun.
I know, right?
Oh yeah, but you're the little guy who's
Rico, Zizzo's
You
not
either love Zizzo or you kind of hate
Zizzo's not
Zizzo's awesome.
He kind of annoys you.
I love Zizzo.
Or he doesn't, but yeah, I love Zizzo. I love him.
I love his shot.
Yeah, it's a great shot.
This battle scene
That was a good
with
idea, whoever thought of
THU6
that.
is so cool.
The glass fly at the screen, that was great.
That was a good
Yeah,
shot.
that was a really good idea.
We're in.
Ah, bites
See,
on.
Zizzo wasn't raised by a
Yes,
proper
we
family.
reincorporated the opening of the movie.
He doesn't, you know.
Like all classic noir films.
He doesn't watch his language.
Yeah, he doesn't know what to do.
See? Lost a tooth. Just like
Here's one of
that.
the battle shot in the desert.
Just like that. See how the ground shakes when he runs though? Like that's what's cool too.
Ooh! So After Effects, you shake it. Yeah. You're right, it does get quiet when you
You notice Zizzo never jumps in though.
Here's one of Zizzo's funniest lines right here.
What is it?
Here, have some breakfast cereal.
Where that came from? We laughed for like an hour.
Oh, we did. It was so funny. Have some breakfast cereal.
There's good takes of that.
Yeah, that was
a lot of takes of that.
Oh man, and it was like 150. It was
Shiro's eyes and
just that would be the worst to get kicked right there in the spot, and then someone says that too at the same time.
Here's some breakfast cereal. Next time, you know, we'll talk some
He
smack.
kicked me and then he laughed at me. Like, you know.
Oh, here we go.
Yes, he's mad.
Now, okay, I love this because this is where you guys battle, and then it really gets like the background disappears, and it's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
To see this like really cool.
It
just
kind of
cool
does
shots.
transition right here where it's kind of quirky and fun, and then this part is where it's like, oh, this is a real movie.
Oh, and by the way,
You know, because it's like,
yeah.
they start to rotate, and you're like, oh.
And definitely like, Charlie animated this thing and it took forever.
All right, now this is one of my favorite moments.
Oh, there's a little.
Oh yeah.
Big time.
I love Quentin Tarantino. You can't tell from the dog video.
Yeah. It's just cool.
And of course, I love Star Trek, man. I love Star Trek. This is very Star Trek.
That's very Star Trek.
This, by the way, I think might be my favorite music of yours. Is this tune?
Yeah.
Like, crank the heck out of this thing.
All the musical hits are coordinated with.
I like that bass line. Dun, 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 dun.
And this was actually filmed on the side of a mountain.
Yeah, actually.
Is it snowing?
I think I was down the mountain.
On the location scout, yeah.
On the
Like
way
all
there.
that. Yeah.
See one of Shiro's superpowers.
He's
Super
awesome.
jump, and then he gets kicked in the jaw.
Well,
See that?
so the nanites, what they
On the
do.
fist?
So the nanites in Shiro's blood, what they do is they obviously give him like the super peepers, and they also enhance his motor skills and strength a little bit, making him above peak human. So like he can probably kick Captain America's butt, but not Batman's. Well, maybe Batman's.
And he really did jump.
Standing on a stool in that shot.
Yeah, he's basically on a stool. Like there's. That's right.
Charlie, you animated the lightning on the stick too.
Yeah.
It's so cool too. It's like all of that, Charlie. It just gives so
Yeah, the
much.
sparks look so real.
Charlie's got a lot of patience, man.
A lot of patience.
Well, that he did automate all that stuff, and then putting up with me for all those is like I'm not easy to get.
I got so much ADD and like I pretty much just like this thing would last 5 minutes. I'd be done, quit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I love this bit coming up with the head.
Yeah,
That's great.
This scene right here.
That blinking comes from a lot of old anime like Ninja Scroll and stuff I loved.
So like at the end when the music stops, we use the bin bar on the keyboard.
And of course,
It makes a sound.
yeah, there's the head.
There's his head.
There's the head.
Just sticks his head right there.
That's a great like Looney Tunes moment. I was always a big fan of like the Coyote and stuff and Roadrunner. Love this thing. Isn't that cool? We actually used this to stand in for Steven somewhere, right?
Yeah.
It was a ship head. Look at that. There's
So
his
grab one of those ships right there on the ground.
Yeah.
Dang right, I ain't counting it.
Like, man, we brought all the props. We could just.
This one was from the rap.
Damn straight I ain't cutting it.
When he's flying.
Pretty cool, huh?
and their doo-wop, diddy-bop.
That's just toys, and this is like a vacuum tube. This comes from one of those.
Oh, there's that math
I don't
joke.
think you can make something
There's that
out of
math
nothing.
joke.
That's making something out of nothing.
I played with that toy.
Yeah, like all these. It's just dude, there was so much. Our garage. How full was the garage? It was like
Oh God!
shelves and shelves,
boxes
shelves
and boxes of
rooms.
toys,
Yeah.
guns.
Oh man, it was.
See,
so
Matt naturally
trash.
he had all those toys already.
Well, I did
You
have
know.
some.
Matt would come home
He
from
still
work
has
and
toys
paint.
now.
Well, we did some storyboarding with action figures I held over too. All this shot. I'm so proud of this shot. I am so proud of this.
Puerto Rico, man, keeping it.
Yeah, that's pretty proud, Rico. Well done.
No, it was hard to scream. Remember, it took us like
We got on a
15
ladder
takes.
and shot downwards.
Here comes the shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So cool.
We had to shoot that way to hide my gut.
Yeah.
He was like, Rico, suck your gut in a little bit.
It's true.
So here, I'm in this scene. This is one of my.
There's
I'm
that.
one of the goons. I'm one of the goons actually. And who's the other goon?
Amal, yeah.
Amal is the other guy. Who was the 3D animator who did the spaceships? He animated
That's
this
Amal.
scene.
That's Amal.
Yeah.
He animated the spaceships, all the exteriors and stuff. Actually, I helped with that shot.
And that's me.
Beautiful.
My mask.
This
What do you
It's
say?
a boxing mask.
What do you say? Does he
He's his dude.
My line is, dude.
That's the name of your character, too.
Yeah.
The ship is so cool looking though, because
Yeah, what's my goon's name, dude?
It's dude.
It's dude.
D-O-O-D.
My lines were so tough that I couldn't even remember it. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
There he is. There's Mr. Black.
Where's my merchandise?
I love the eye thing.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
I love how he just calls him.
That seems interval. I shall have you torn apart.
This is funny. I like his reaction.
And then close that I write you
My favorite movie. Yeah.
black out.
I like he just calls
Mine's
him
is
that.
mine, man. That's the best line right there. That is the line I've been saying for 10 years.
He had to say it like 20 times
God.
because his teeth, he couldn't say the line.
Is
He
it
kept cutting his
Hey,
mouth
is
on
it
it.
right?
You got it, dude. All those Cheech and Chong
That's me,
movies, right?
That's me. I'm about to kill Shiro. Sorry, I'm about to blow his ship up and into the movie. Sorry to spoil it.
Next time when you get a spaceship, try to get one with a recliner.
I know.
Because he doesn't look.
There he goes,
Boom.
going.
And I yell, dude.
But yeah, like you were saying, Nemo's sister, Nemo, his sister, plays Donna in all those old Cheech and Chong movies.
Oh yeah,
He
yeah,
plays
yeah.
Cheech's girlfriend.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. He's an old show business family. His brother-in-law was Pat Morita.
Yeah.
Nemo's a great dude. If you ever meet him, he's just the coolest dude to hang out with.
Son of a. Then he's done.
Did a great job too.
He's a great job as a
I
guy.
hope somehow he's floating through space and still lives and is in the next movie. Like, I'm not giving away any. If we're gonna make another show, a TV show or a movie, we need to have his twin. Like, I'm avenging my twin in it.
Oh no, Mr. Black will clone him and kill him again.
Yes.
Season 2.
Yeah.
Here he goes.
He says he does. He says he would. Ooh, this is so cool. This is the best like warp zone I've seen because like I was like, it's so different.
Yeah. That was really hard to pull off to get the spinnings and all that stuff right.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, this was down a hallway that took
Stairs.
a day and a half to shoot, and it just was terrible and heavy.
But look how cool it is.
It turned out great. This is
This
a
was
kitchen.
a
We took
kitchen
the
and
kitchen, we put
apartment.
white.
This was one of the first things we shot.
That is one of the
Yeah.
first things.
And we just basically
like,
took white
was it our
tape and put it
kitchen?
all over the wall.
Like that's not green screen.
No, it was a kitchen and we like.
A bunch of white tape.
It was like
Actually-
one of our only sets.
Actually, when we shot that, wasn't that when you lived in the apartment? And
Yeah,
then
that was the
all of a
apartment.
sudden there was that
The
rain,
walls melted.
and then the ceiling.
Oh,
The ceiling.
yeah.
They had all the equipment. We almost lost the scripts, everything, because they had this giant flood happen at the
We
apartment.
could talk for 10 to 14 years about
And you were
all
like,
that.
all of our stuff,
So
everything
much
we
stuff.
shot.
It's amazing.
Oh,
So here we're gonna learn about the device and see how it connects to Shiro. A lot of this plot stuff is really neat and it's fun and it sets up more stuff. Like that's not just us being we're gonna make more Space Detective. It was kind of an artistic choice to kind of like present this movie as the start of something. Even if we never made any more, it's still kind of like
Stands on its own.
it stands on its own. Yeah. All the little plot elements. Read the stuff in the Nano Vision. It's cool.
This is all Amal too.
Yeah.
Most of it.
Yeah.
I like this part because it zooms in and then you hear like the ticking of the clock with a bomb. You know?
Yeah, that was just like so out of place and like old school and random.
So he gets closer and then
It's a great idea.
That's so cool.
Mark did the sound effects too, not just the music.
Well, and the voice part, the voiceovers,
Yeah,
like,
he
this was all
recorded all
one
our
way,
audio,
but then we had to go back in and redo it all.
So go to noegosound.com and hire Mark to do your audios and music and stuff. He's pretty talented. Rico can help out too, you guys. Dang it. Boom.
So that's seeing what will happen in the future.
That's what I call the Jack Kirby galaxy. I'm a big fan of Jack Kirby's artwork, and I love that galaxy. Anyways, and of course we're from Vegas, so
Space Vegas.
Space Vegas.
Space Vegas. I love your ship. It's like that round circle window.
Yeah,
I like the big windows. I like the big windows.
That ship is called Shiro's Ride. We wanted to give it some clever name, and the mall just called it Shiro's Ride one day. We're like, yeah, it's like his car.
God, we're almost through the movie.
I know.
I just realized, I'm looking at it, it's like, wait a second. We're at the,
it's a brisk movie.
Yeah,
it's like right through it.
It is, and it's really cool, and I loved every moment working on this, even though like there's lots of, we've had brotherly arguments throughout the whole thing, it's just stress and not,
you fight,
too much.
you know.
And so, but one thing that's really cool though, is we finally got it done.
Yeah. I tell you, we played that first show in Miami. We played Miami Sci-Fi. It's a great film festival. You should check it out. It was amazing. I remember we were like, went to the beach after that first screening. Like, we were just having a good, like in the middle of the night, you know, just having a good time. And I almost started crying because I'm like, this is the happiest I've ever been in my life. We set out to do something big and we accomplished it.
Yep.
And I'm proud of us. You guys did a great job.
I'm glad, I'm proud of you guys because I'm glad we never gave up. We never gave up. Even if nothing happened, even if no one liked the film, who cares? We still did it. You know what I mean? Like, well, I do care.
Dude, I get to show my movie. I got to show my movie in England, like the Sci-Fi London. That was like the neatest thing in the world.
Yeah,
like in the morning, I went to go look at Abbey Road and pay my respects to the Beatles, and then at night, I remember my movie in a movie. Like it was just, it's been surreal. It's awesome. And this guy played Mr. Black. We could have gotten a better actor, I think. He's not very good.
That's him.
I'm not English. Sorry to my friends in England for playing the villain as an
This is
English
Mark's
guy.
big scene right here.
Oh yeah. Oh, this is your both your brother.
Yeah, this is a scene where we're all three brothers, Matt, me, and our older brother Chris, we could all be in the same scene together.
And the adopted one.
When you blow the bubble with the bubble gum, it's
Yeah, the adopted brother. I'm the top.
Then he goes, he does this like.
So I've been friends with Matt and his brothers for 20 years. There's 3 of them. I like to think I'm the Tom Hagen of the group. Kind of like the adopted whitish guy that they got. Actually Cuban. Hablo español.
Well, wait, how long have
and the Middle Eastern women.
I met you
the Halo
at
show.
Harley Davidson Cafe when I was there.
Yeah.
And then you're like, hey, you film stuff? I'm like, I do. And then you should check, that's right. And that's how it all
Silly
started.
boy.
It was just like, I had the camera. Let's do it.
Matt and I met at UNLV.
That's right.
Yeah, we're both dropouts.
There's Mark.
There's Mark.
Are we supposed to be like Cheech and Chong too?
Cheech and Ron.
Cheech and Ron.
No, the guys are, it's He Jiao and Bruin. You're He Jiao, and Chris is Bruin.
I just love the bubblegum pop.
He Jiao is Indonesian for green, right?
Right.
And Bruin is Dutch for brown, which is your guys' heritage.
First off, if you're in space, where do they buy gum?
Yeah,
It's Japanese.
There's no
There's no Wrigley's, no Hubba Bubba.
Shiro is actually Japanese for white, is the name of the word. So we have Bruin, Shiro, He Jiao, and Mr. Black, all just color-coded names. Mr. Shiro.
So if you haven't seen the movie yet, just ignore this part right here in front of me, because you're gonna see the ending and you're gonna be like, oh!
Okay.
Or watch it and then go buy it and watch it without us talking over it.
Yeah. You don't skip to the end and watch. You watch from the beginning like most normal people.
I really like playing bad guys. Playing bad guys is fun. And I like playing British bad guys even more.
Look at Chris in that shot.
That's great.
He's got the dreadlocks.
Did he do the gum yet, Mark?
I remember this day.
That's hilarious.
Was this a day someone was sick? Something was going on this day, and it was like so.
I think it was. I think Mark was sick.
I think someone was sick. Yeah. This was a tough day. Yeah, the moment.
almost made me throw up because the gum stuck to the mustache and I almost swallowed it. Gagging.
Whatever you do, keep rolling.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this because you have a plan. Always have a plan.
She is.
There you go.
Because Abby's listening all the time.
Yeah.
Hey, we gotta take for a minute and how brilliant Jinx's death scene was. Like Angela knocks it out of the park when she's like, no, I.
Yeah.
Oh, he's sick.
I love this part here. This claw scene. It's like all of a sudden you hit this like.
This was a nightmare to shoot for me. Like I'm not a stunt man at all, and I had to fall, and these guys were making fun of me. And it's like
There was a lot of making fun of people on our shoot. Like
He fell back and he landed on the cushions and he kept falling off the cushions.
so Shiro hits the self-destruct button and ruins the device. Yay!
Which leads us to another adventure coming up, hopefully soon in the future.
And of course, here comes our big reveal.
Yep.
Uh-oh, what's going on with Mr. Black?
That's right. Oh no.
So hopefully you've seen this and we're not spoiling anything, but
But as you can see, Mr. Black
which
has
movie you
nano-
probably haven't watched the movie.
You know, the
yet,
Shiro
so
that
you
falls
should
on
probably
that,
check it out
top
without
top animated Shiro drawing I did.
Oh, clever boy.
Dun dun dun.
Brothers! That was what creates the battle between the space and temporal universe.
You know, and again, it's all like old mythical tropes and stuff. You know, George Lucas does it all over the place in Star Wars. You know, the idea of, oh, we were once brothers, now we're not, hitting this, hitting that, hero's journey. Read about it online, it's very fascinating. Poor Jinx dead. I didn't want to kill her, but you know, like, it's a noir movie, so like noir movies have downer endings.
Or does Mr. Black clone her and trick Shiro in the future? Who will know?
I don't know.
Oh, here.
That would be a good idea.
Here's that ship.
Here's that scene.
Which is just a bunch of toys glued together.
I like that shit.
Yeah, that's
Cool, man.
There it is.
There it is right up front because why? It has a new case.
It's like wings like a bird.
That's right.
God, man, I remember this was like a second day shoot too. It was one of the beginning shoots.
That was an early one. Yeah.
We shot this which most movies are shot.
Yeah, that was her. We shot Tracy's Jetpack Girl, Miss Fists, and this lady. This was DJ Noah Lonnie Richardson, old friend of mine. They were nice enough. Two prettiest girls I knew at the time to come down and help us out, and
They had no idea what
they were
No idea.
And the one girl just like, all right, put this crazy bird costume on, and it's gonna cover your beautiful face, and you are gonna be completely half naked, covered in scotch tape.
No, it's electrical tape. Electrical tape.
But they were amazing, and they're beautiful, and they're awesome actors.
Yeah.
And here she comes as.
Yeah, what is she?
Bird lady?
She's actually a bird.
Yeah. I've got the lovely old bed here to see you, and it's a bird. Yeah, we're on the nose.
But and then now we're on the next case, which is, okay guys, so since this is like gonna hit the credits, so we could probably just, I don't know, what do you want to talk about?
Well, let's keep talking. We're watching.
Okay, okay.
The credits are neat.
Well, they are neat. Okay.
There's fun stuff in the credits. The music is awesome, and if you read them, some of them are funny.
Yeah, there are some funny ones, like Aaron's toots.
Yeah, Aaron's farts.
I farted a lot.
Well, no, we asked you, who do you want to thank in the thank you credits? You went, my farts.
That's right. I asked, and then it happened.
Jerk.
So I want to thank my farts.
Let's talk about our cast. Matt Chaperone and his hero.
Thank you.
And of course, Angela Rick as Jinx, looking very sexy there. Oh, fancy. And Nemo Strang.
Oh man, he's one of my favorite of all.
This was a lot of fun to do.
He lost those teeth too.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun making it.
Yeah, like highlighting every character was a good
I
idea.
use a negative space for the character. You see the space.
Hey.
Associated colors.
I like this part because it's all like that 70s like style. Like don't they do that in the 70s? Like the freeze frame. Like so cool.
Like chips.
The best movies ever made came out in the 1970s. It's true.
Oh,
Two dads.
it's so fun. Just watching this title, like it's just, it's great.
Oh, got our comedian friend Larry.
But yeah, we basically did this. We started it, and we just kept trying and trying and trying.
No, Roxy and Laura, Roxy, oh God, you're so beautiful.
Tell me that. We finally finished it over time.
We played the most characters.
14
Yeah,
years
you
later,
did.
and
Right.
Now we're always a stand-in whenever you need.
Mark and Laura played like 87 characters in the movie. Yeah.
Did you really? You did, like, yeah, that's
Anytime they
right.
needed somebody, they're like, hey, we need somebody.
Well, you guys were our neighbors,
We just come.
and then this guy stinks.
How many people were in the show, in the movie?
Higher.
Like 80 people?
No,
90,
there's-
100, or so, how many was it?
No, it's like over
Ah.
100. Oh yeah.
If you think I'm gonna not make a movie and have an after credits, mid credit sequence, you're out of your freaking mind.
Yeah, well, we needed it.
Yeah. And there's that hand again. I love that gag.
That's my hand.
Yeah, it's your hand.
Yeah.
Oh, that means he's not dead.
And then it growls.
To be continued.
We wrote a pitch for a TV series and we wrote a couple episodes and like there's a THU6 and Zizzo episode. It's amazing, you guys. So buy more copies of this. This is King Cartel. This is Marcus's old band from many, many moons ago.
Late 90s with
Yeah.
Don Hartley, guy who helped write the Love Scene music, and our friend Chris King.
Yeah. And these guys, man, I used to just like go and party with them every weekend. I had a great time. And this was always my favorite song. And the lead singer would always, Chris was the lead singer, would always go, this one's for Tony. And they would bang this song out. So we had to put it in it. And you can get this song soon at spacedetectivemovie.com. I think we're going to put out your album too.
There's a lot of good music.
Yeah, we're going to put out your album too. So sign up for our newsletter and stuff. There's a lot of cool stuff.
Look them up, King Cartel.
If you do want to purchase and you like what you saw, you can go to
spacedetectivemovie.com. It's awesome.
And all the links are there for your digital downloads, or if you want to order a Blu-ray or something like that. But
And t-shirts and mugs and hats, rock your space gear. It's awesome. And you know, when you get to this point, watch the credits, pause them, read the funny thing. Look how many things everybody we worked on this picture now.
Oh, yeah.
Like you'll see everybody's name 1,000 times. I wanted to make you know that like 6 or 7 guys and their families made this movie. And it wasn't like friends made this, family made this. It wasn't like lots of dough. Nobody believed in us. We had this cool little proof of concept video we made, and we had a script, and like we knew a bunch of Vegas people would know, and nobody. We got a broken computer. That was the only thing that we got from us. Thankfully, Aaron donated some props and a bunch of tapes, and Mark donated some time with getting computer equipment. And slowly but surely, just a group of us put this together. And
yeah, this is just made by just a group of guys and friends.
Yeah.
Put this together in a garage.
And
trash.
we just wanted to tell stories. That's it.
yeah,
Still do.
Yeah.
Still do.
But yeah, so that probably one of the coolest journeys. It was fun. It took time because we didn't have money. We weren't shooting every single day.
I learned a lot. I learned a lot making this movie.
Yeah, so did I.
So much fun. And I wasn't majorly part of the editing like you guys were, but I learned a lot by watching you guys. Like you can make things possible. It's crazy.
But like for me, it's like I came out and I didn't know what I was doing, and now you can drop me into a big movie, and I'm like, I know what I'm doing. This is nothing. You mean I've got people to help me? Other than just like 3 or 4 of my buddies that I've got to cook for in order to get them to come over and stuff. So that's pretty neat. I learned a lot. It was better than college, man. I tell you what. Like I learned how to write college, but everything else I learned on this movie.
And all the puppetry and arts and all the stuff that you learned, Matt, all the way down to you guys doing the music and editing. It's just we've learned so much. And then, to be honest, that's the coolest part. It is the coolest part. It's like free education, but we did it ourselves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you would look at something up. We didn't have YouTube videos to look up how to do it.
No, none of that
didn't
existed.
exist. So it was like
We had to use books.
we had to buy that $100 Adobe, or that was before After.
I had to have a seance with Aaron to call Orson Welles and get some movie directing tips. It was a learning experience. It was a lot of fun. It was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life, man. It was harder than playing soccer, but I'm proud of what we did.
Okay.
Hi, Kevin Smith. I hope you're watching.
Go ahead.
No, just like, I don't know, I look at all the stuff that happened, and you're going to see here, like, our thanks, and look how many people we're thanking. And then you're going to get towards the end of these thanks.
Families.
Yeah, all our families and stuff. My mom, my sisters, and now you're gonna see us thanks to our teachers. And hey, Mr. Manson, hi, hope you're watching. As my high school drama teacher. And then of course we start thanking filmmakers because honestly, without their work, we wouldn't have done this. Without Star Wars, I never would have wanted to pick up a camera. Without Star Trek, I never would have learned how to write. Without Batman, I never would have been my best friend. So we thank these guys, and of course, all the stuff we used to make the movie.
Yeah.
All
the glue and all the tape.
It's pretty funny. How many times did you burn your hands?
And look how long it took. Look how many people we lost. In this section here. Of course, we start with our pets, because but gosh, I lost my sister and my mom while we were making this. Matt lost his dad, and then of course
my dad.
Yeah, I had your stepdad too. But then of course Charlie had a baby and Mark had a baby. Awesome, the Harley Quinn Wilson, and of course David Jahara Shafaruda. He's my favorite Shafaruda now.
A lot's changed in the last 14 years.
Oh, yeah.
Since then.
Our location at the Swamp, so you're gonna see Swamp Media Group a lot. That's obviously us, but it comes from the first apartment me and Matt had right out of college. We called it the Swamp because we loved MASH. We were like two wacky doctors, but instead of curing, wounded soldiers, we were making movies. But it's still the idea is the same.
That was before it actually came.
Hashtag Space Detective. Follow us on social media.
Instagram's a great place. You'll
Yeah,
love it.
Instagram is alright.
Guys, thank you so much for watching this with us.
Yeah,
We really
thanks.
had fun. I hope you enjoyed it. You got to learn a lot of things going on and what we've learned and how we did it. Maybe it can influence you somehow to create something. And
Yeah, make something yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't
You-
give up.
Never give up, and you can do it yourself, man. You don't gotta be some millionaire to make this stuff. Anybody
This
can make
does
it.
show that you can do it yourself.
Yeah, and if you need to take a break during it just to calm down because you're too stressed out, take a few months break and then try to hit it again.
Yeah.
That's what the one thing that stops people.
And most importantly, go to our website and buy a t-shirt.
Yes. Go to spacedetectivethemovie.com.
SpaceDetectiveMovie.com.
I told you
always
I'm
say
not
it
the
wrong.
smartest. I know. I just
Hey, thanks for being a part of Space Detective Universe.
Yes.
Thank you, Space Heads.
Thank you. I hope you had a good time.